15 love.
Guys had to wait a long time to get out, so that was nice. I think everybody that they were ready to go. And their first ball at 7:40 in the evening in New York.
Good aggressive forehand already from Tsitsipas in this match. And I think that's going to be the key for Tsitsipas. I feel like when he's playing aggressive and on that baseline and looking to come forward using his net game, I feel like that's when he's at his best. What he doesn't want is somebody dictating into his backhand and coming forward on him.
All right, James Kiavalon already on the
horn.
Phone, 2 points in. I'm not sure what this is about.
Sure, I totally understand. Usually it should be the scoreboard, not what you guys playing. So it puts him off when he throws the ball up, you can see moving.
He's saying it should be the scoreboard on a screen, not the picture of them playing out the point.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah, so it'll throw off the guys, which makes sense. I don't think I've ever seen that this early on in a match.
No. And the funny thing is,
to the scoreboard director, can we have the score?
That was a problem.
Not the video
stadium, but now they show the live play on the boards. Of course, they are so high up in ash that the players don't get affected by it. But that was, I remember vividly that being an issue when they first opened ash.
Yeah, obviously you most get affected if it's more in your eyesight align. Oh, there you go. Back to original programming.
Test pattern. U.S. Open test pattern.
Wait, please.
When he's at his best once again, just looking to come forward, stay aggressive.
15-13.
I do feel like on that forehand, Tsitsipas can put it on a dime. He's got a lot of RPMs on it, gets it up and down.
All.
I think that's something Daniel Altmaier has really improved over the last couple years, is his ability to hit the backhand through the court. Remember when he first kind of came out, he was pretty far behind the baseline, rolling the ball in, looking to move and use his legs. He still uses his legs, but now he can play a bit more aggressive.
Game. Altmaier.
There, Altmaier ready to go.
First game.
Can't really defend match in and match out from there. You know, it's one thing to tweak you know, things throughout the season, which is not easy when you're playing 30+ weeks a year. But when it really gets in your head and you're overthinking everything, that's when the game can struggle as well, because you start to, you know, not even think about point construction. You're thinking so much about rackets and tension and everything else. So it's almost like you got to pick something and stick with it.
And I'm going to say to you, I'm asking.
Love 30.
I mean, he's not the first guy that's had to figure out how to get around a backhand.
Yeah.
We've had plenty of players that our friend Mr. Roddick was brilliant at playing around his backhand. So what does he need to do? The backhand's not going to magically become a weapon, right?
It's not, but I think case in point right there is maybe being able to take a few more backhands down the line so that then you set up your forehand. He did miss that one there. He's a little off balance, but I feel like if he can take his backhand up the line, like we'll see Altmaier do it to then set up the forehand. I feel like I'd want to see more of that from Tsitsipas, as opposed to sometimes he just kind of stays cross court and he's not going to win that rally. Best, moving to his left, finding forehands, being quick with his footwork. And
15-14.
You know, again, I mean, everyone knows if it's a fast surface, you can get into that backhand and he can have some trouble. But if he can dictate with the forehand and get in, I think that's when he's at his best.
Okay, Altmaier. Altmaier leads by 2 games to love, first set.
I don't, you know, would not, I'll leave it to you to compare if there's any comparison game styles, but when I've seen Altmaier, I think this is the new generation Philip Kohlschreiber. Right? Who was like between 25 and 50 for like 40 straight years, right? He was never going to threaten in a major, never going to beat one of the top guys, but man, was he always felt like he was a tough out.
Yeah, he's an absolute tough out. I mean, he's just fine to stay out there for 4 hours, 5 hours if he needs to, super fit.
All right, if you have Philip Kohlschreiber on your bingo card, I'm impressed.
Love 15.
It's a good serve from Daniel Altmaier. And over the course of this year, he typically goes out wide 56% of the time on that ad side. So he likes to go wide on both sides, actually. Higher percentage there. So see if Tsitsipas looks for that. Altmaier likes to spread the court open and get you running. Tsitsipas once again just finding that forehand, and that's what he's going to need to do, is really take advantage of Altmaier's second serve. Altmaier, over the course of this year, is 6% below the tour average, winning points on that second serve. Because as we saw, it's kind of goes in the middle of the box. The returner is able to do something with it. He wins 45% of those points. The tour average is 51. So Tsitsipas has got to take advantage of the second.
As his opening here, trying to get that break back to Tsitsipas. There's a little fist pump. Tsitsipas breaks back. Races the early deficit.
Altmaier leads by 2-1. First set.
If people aren't aware by now, you're missing something, that everything's competitive in tennis. Every match is competitive. Everything seems to go the distance. Bart hit 4 match tie breaks, and we're still in the second round of the men's draw. That's
15
the total amount for all of last year at the Open.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that has to do with kind of the speed of the court. You know, they've been talking about how it's playing medium fast, and especially with these cooler days in a way, you know, 72 degrees, 73 degrees here at night. It's slowing the conditions down just a little bit, so longer points. You can definitely see the intent from Tsitsipas in this match. He wants to hit as many forehands as possible. And he's been putting Altmaier under pressure with that inside out to the one-hand backhand, trying to make Altmaier try to fire one down the line.
Game. Tsitsipas.
Well, Tsitsipas with a
2-all.
good rebound to level things at 2-all.
Take your seats quickly, please, behind the players. Thank you. love. Love.
Luis David Martinez to the left of Martin Cuevas. He's playing in the doubles here. He'll be playing tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good ID. Can't put anything past Nick Monroe.
I like that aggressive return there from Tsitsipas, cutting off the angle on the forehand. You see Luis David Martinez. He said he's playing later tomorrow, I believe 4th on. Just catching a little tennis first. Actually, he's watching this match because he's playing doubles with Daniel Altmaier.
I was wondering, yeah.
They'll be playing with that. They play against Evan King and Christian Harrison tomorrow. Tell you one guy who's hoping Altmaier does not go 5 sets.
It's a forehand. Wow.
40-30.
Yeah, he's got an extra.
Amazing return. Great feel. Come on, let's go.
That great return there, is his dad saying. I mean, just aggressive, right? That aggressive mentality, I believe, is what his dad is wanting, especially on the hard court.
Surprise there by Altmaier, but it worked.
Altmaier leads by 3 games to 2
in the first
set.
Because his first round singles match was 4 hours and 48 minutes. He played 5, which I have to check Hatchinoff today, but I think that's still the longest match of the tournament. He beat Medjedovic with 24 aces. And you look at Altmaier and you would never know. That's how sturdy he is.
Yeah, that's how fit he is, right? Just being able to kind of have that day off in between and come back and almost look like nothing ever happened. And then also to agree to play doubles. Impressive. I mean, what a pickup from Tsitsipas. I almost felt like that ball was behind him when he made contact with it. We can get a slow-mo here. Caught it behind him, almost no look. Kept his head, eye on the ball. Oh yeah, look at the eyes, money.
I think I'm probably in the same boat of a lot of pedestrians. You know, we understand so much about this game being technique and form and all that, but there's nothing better than seeing the improv.
Yeah.
I love that.
Shows how athletic these players are, right? To be able to just come up with shots that you don't practice. Just the hand-eye coordination is impeccable.
I'm sure many of you watching all during this first week of the U.S. Open have seen a handful of players wearing this Y3. What's Y3? Well, it's a new line. The sleeve, right sleeve there of Tsitsipas would tell you the famed 3 stripes of Adidas. And it's a collaboration between Adidas, as Americans would say Adidas, and a Japanese designer. Pants are definitely interesting. I'll give him that.
15 all.
Great recognition.
Yeah, you were nodding. The whole Nick was nodding as that point was going on.
I just like the court positioning there from Tsitsipas and how much he was pushing Altmaier behind the baseline. And then I was just waiting for that drop shot to happen because he does have that great feel on the forehand, and Altmaier was so far back. So that's going to make Altmaier think about it and maybe make him want to change his court positioning.
This is quick strike tennis in this first set. The 34th point. And 29 of them have been under 5 shots in the rally. So strike fast.
Actually, if you look at the numbers, 5 shots or over for Daniel Altmaier. Typically only wins 46% of those points, whereas the tour average is 50%. So if it goes 5+ shots, that's actually not where he's comfortable. He wants to strike fast. There's a better percentage when it's less than 5 shots.
Altmaier.
Tsitsipas staring at that. He thought he had the sideline, but instead it's a hold. And we
games to 3.
One break each way means we're on serve.
We've seen Tsitsipas be extremely aggressive. 7 of 9 coming to the net on these hard courts, just trying to make it quick on Altmaier.
No. Wait, please.
Movement there from Daniel Altmaier. Was so quick to that short ball, and then he recognized how close he was to the net, so he felt like the lob was going to be the best option for Tsitsipas, and that's why he already started moving back before Tsitsipas hit the ball. Great recognition from the German.
That's a quick way to make you forget about the previous point. Huh? First ace.
Yeah, Tsitsipas actually does a really good job of mixing up his targets wide and tee, pretty much 45% each way on both sides. So hard to know where he likes to go in a big moment, right? When it's that even.
40-30.
And just the other 10% into the body.
Tsitsipas.
All right, to 4-all.
4 games all. First.
Matteo Berrettini when he was in the top 10. Jannik Sinner. And this year beat Taylor Fritz in the first round.
Yeah, look, he's not afraid to play these big players. You know, he has a belief in his game. And again, you know, we talk about how fit he is. I mean, when he puts in that much work and the work ethic, you tend to believe when you play these big guys. He's also beat Kaboli this year.
Love.
Αυτό ρε δεν το αλλάζω ευθεία, παίξω στη μέση πάνω του. Παίξω στη μέση, πάμε γι' αυτό.
40 love.
That's been a serve that's worked extremely well for him. Going short in the box, sliding away. These courts are just fast enough where if you get enough slice on it, the court will take the ball for you.
$40-15. Game. Altmaier.
They're holding strong. So, and they traded breaks in the first.
$15 love.
Yeah, Stefanos Tsitsipas so far has not dropped a point on his first serve, 11 of 11. But the second serve, only 33%. You see why. On that first serve, it's so deep in the box. Altmaier not able to get a good hit on it.
30 love.
Tsitsipas is so fast with that first step coming forward.
This has been, that winner number is really significant. Set so far, it's been Tsitsipas winners, not errors by Altmaier. Altmaier only has 2.
Tsitsipas' forehand, what it is it's the RPMs he gets on it. A little over 3,100 RPMs. Tour average is 2,800, so he's 300 over on the RPM rate of the rest of the tour, and that's why he's able to get that ball jumping away from his opponent, and that's why he has the 7 forehand winners.
Where wasn't Rafa like around 4,000?
Yes. Great comparison.
40.
And Jack Sock too. Wasn't Jack in the Rafa league about RPMs?
Yeah.
Game. Tsitsipas.
Just had a quick look at the RPMs on the forehand, and Tsitsipas and Alcaraz about the same.
5 games all. First set.
32-20. Ball is jumping off of their racket.
See if Altmaier can stay strong and guarantee him no worse than a tiebreak.
Love the team.
That's the first double for Daniel Altmaier. Typically, he likes to hit that second serve to the backhand, but Tsitsipas has been running around finding forehand. So that time he tried to go into the forehand to throw off Tsitsipas, but that's not his normal kick serve.
$15. Yeah, and that's where they're different in the one-hand backhand. Altmaier is very good defending off of that backhand. He can go down the line, he can go short angle cross court. Where at Tsitsipas, it's hard for him to flip angle it, right? So when he's trying to defend the backhand, it's going to go down the line or through the middle of the court. As you see here, when it got on him, he couldn't get around the outside part of the ball. So as a volleyer, you know to cover that down the line or middle pass. That looked like a Stan Wawrinka one-hand backhand down the line, didn't it?
Good call, Nick.
From the middle of the court, almost kind of falling away.
Just strength.
And just brute strength. Look how strong his shoulder is here through the ball.
Yeah, opening up the chest as he finishes. That's what reminds you of Stan.
Oh, yeah.
Altmaier does get the hold, so he guarantees himself at least a tiebreak. One crack to see if he can break Tsitsipas. Here we go. Last act, first set. One break each in the first 3 games.
Love the team.
Second double fault for Tsitsipas. I think 52% first serve percentage. He's won every point when he's gotten the first serve in.
And that's the biggest thing you want to do. If you're going to go that far back on the second serve return, you want to give it height and shape, but then move back up in the court. That time, Altmaier didn't move back up in the court. He stayed so far back, he didn't have enough power on that next shot.
Well, be careful here, Tsitsipas. I mean, he's only won 5 out of 14 on his second. Ooh. Broke that run for a point.
Yeah, Altmaier,
nice way.
Yeah, Altmaier was trying to find the forehand, but he gave a little bit of extra juice on that second serve. Cut on Altmaier before he was ready.
Second serve. Juice. Is it about this court? We just saw it in the previous match in women's doubles. Siniakova, a whole slew of double faults. Anyway, Tsitsipas has hit 4 of them, and now it's deuce.
Thank you. Advantage Tsitsipas.
That's quickly from deuce, so here we go to the tiebreak.
Two great first serves there from Tsitsipas to get out of that game. Kind of felt like with a couple double faults that he was having a couple hiccups there, but erased him quickly with the first serves.
Interesting, Tsitsipas does have a winning tiebreak record this year.
The way to take control in the first point. We've been seeing the use of the out wide serve quite a bit from Daniel Altmaier, looking to spread the court open so that he can attack the back end of Tsitsipas. That was the game plan coming in. Use it to perfection on the first point.
Tsitsipas saw that opening to the backhand, almost rushed himself a little bit. See Altmaier use that drop shot a lot on the clay court.
Altmaier.
He's very comfortable off of that forehand wing, changing the grip, and he saw Tsitsipas just so far behind the baseline, ready for this approach shot to come to the backhand, but instead the dropper got him.
Tsitsipas got a gift there.
He did get a gift there. Altmaier, I thought, was just going to go open court because Tsitsipas was sitting in the forehand corner. Altmaier went at him. He defended it. But then the let cord went against Tsitsipas.
That's why he's so upset, because he shouldn't have been in that point. He had a chance to win it.
Yeah, it's a big difference between 2-3 and 1-4. Knows how important every single point is in this tiebreak.
Points now in his opening set, and 59 of them have been 0-4. Again, just as much as we like to relish and talk about long points in this, it's quick strike.
Yeah, I mean, you know that both players, they want to attack the backhand of each other, right? So it's almost like who can do it first. That's why we're seeing that quick strike.
After being in Cincinnati, Nick and I were there together in Cincinnati, and we saw players go through about 7 towels a minute.
Yeah.
And it's been so unbelievably opposite here. The towels haven't even been noticed.
Yeah, you mentioned that, Ted. That was great preparation in Cincinnati for these players. Tsitsipas, he actually stayed there a few days after he'd lost. As Fritz did the same, stayed there to get acclimated to the heat.
Medvedev, as a fair number of players stayed. It's a great place to stay.
Yep.
All right, Altmaier now hoping to hold this edge.
Other players feel like he can go line or middle pretty well, but the cross maybe isn't his best one. But this time, he came on the outside part of the ball and found it.
First backhand winner. What a moment.
Yeah, you see Altmaier just pretty much holding middle or line because he knows that's not his favorite to go short angle.
What a swing there. And Tsitsipas wins both points on Altmaier's serve.
Yeah, he defended that backhand well. He kept coming over it and getting good height on it, and that's what Altmaier was complaining about to his coach, that it was good height, the ball was moving, it was out of his strike zone.
Yeah, the best tennis so far here in the tiebreak.
Yeah, that was a great play from Tsitsipas coming forward on that short ball. Up until then, he was 8 of 10 coming into the net. Now make it 8 of 11 because this was an absolute strike. Altmaier on the dead run. Couldn't get around it to go cross-court angle, so why not just go down the line winner?
there.
6-5.
Brilliant.
Altmaier.
Couple of points perhaps negated with a miss, and now set point Altmaier.
Yeah, that's where you feel the hesitation from Tsitsipas after having not won a lot of matches recently. You know, we spoke about him losing first round in Winston-Salem the week before the US Open. So just not as confident maybe in that big moment.
Thank you.
Didn't see that coming. Altmaier's forehand and 5-4 Tsitsipas swung that tiebreak.
I mean, what a strike from Altmaier, as you said, to get it back to 5-all in the breaker, and ultimately take the next 2 points to get it done.
Those people, Nick, I probably put too much focus on your visage and your body language. And there have not been many moments most of this year where I thought Tsitsipas was shining in that. He doesn't look like he wants to be out there. That's my personal view of it. Inside, he may feel completely different.
Yeah, and that's the tricky part, right? You know, we watch men's tennis. I mean, I feel like it's a war. You know, these guys are out there, and they're going after it. You know, you saw Alcaraz and Sinner over 5.5 hours, Roland Garros. I mean, it is an absolute war. So you have to want to be out there. You have to want to be ready to fight and grind because the top players are ready to work. And that's one thing I felt Altmaier did a great job of at the end of that tiebreaker. He easily, maybe at 4-5, could have said, okay, maybe this isn't my time. You know, when Tsitsipas was serving at 5-4, and then Altmaier hits a running forehand down the line to get back in it, and just great energy all throughout that first set from Altmaier.
My thought is that if someone like me feels that way,
14-15.
what about the person on the other side of the net? The guy sees it.
The locker room sees it.
And if right, exactly. And if I'm wrong, and if the locker room is wrong, it's up to Tsitsipas to show. No, I do. I want this. It's a very dour look on his face.
And a lot of times, look, whether it was right or wrong with Gorman, he's even needs to be saying that maybe Tsitsipas, Tsitsipas wasn't working hard enough. You know, look, when you put in hard work, that makes you grind that much harder. That makes you dig down that much harder. But if you haven't put in the work, then it's easier to pull the plug and say, okay, then I just don't feel good today.
His 37th match of the year, and he missed 3 months. And obviously, that factors into losing early in events, as Tsitsipas has done this year. But that stuns me because normally he's a guy that plays so much. He's in the 60s at the Open in matches played.
Yeah, and call it what it is as well. But I think, you know, look at the last few years when he was playing well, he was playing a lot of doubles as well. He's playing with his brother. He was getting into those 1000s and kind of playing with whoever to get some extra matches and work on his game. But this year, he's only played 4 doubles matches, 1 and 3 in those doubles matches. So I think to get confidence, it would be good for him to get back on the doubles court.
Game. Altmaier. 1 game
24
all.
aces his first match. That was 5 sets. 4 so far here.
Yeah, Daniel Altmaier is going to use the slice. You definitely don't want to float it into the court because that's when Tsitsipas can use the RPM on his forehand to get it jumping. I like the change of pace with the slice, but it's got to be a little bit more of a knife.
Love.
Second backhand winner of the match.
Yeah, and again, that's what I like when stepping into the backhand and taking it line, because that then sets up his forehand. Even if Altmaier gets to that ball, he's pretty much going to have to go middle or cross. And that's where Stefanos Tsitsipas is so good with those short balls coming forward.
(40-13). Game. Tsitsipas.
So Tsitsipas holds for
New balls, please.
2 holds to start the second set.
Tsitsipas leads by 2-1. Second set. First set, Altmaier. Thank you.
Right in. New tennis balls for Altmaier to serve here at 1-2.
That's always the tricky part for a player when it's been nearly 9 minutes by the time you come back on, because you're just trying to stay warm. You know, you don't know if you should hit a few serves, you're sitting down. It's always kind of that awkward moment of just, how do I stay warm to get ready for this first point?
We always know that they there's the rule time and the actual time. And the rule time is a 5-minute medical timeout, but that doesn't count the time it takes the physio to get to court to assess. And then the 5-minute clock does not start until the player reaches the room where the treatment will take place. And no surprise, Tsitsipas comes out with a little hop.
(15-13). (15-14).
That's the second double fault of the match for Altmaier. Had a key moment there.
flirting with the sideline.
I think Altmaier thought he missed it down the line and kind of stopped his feet from moving even for that next ball. Tsitsipas thought it was going out as well.
Juice.
I could see the anger the point before from Tsitsipas when he missed the backhand. It was almost like he was just hoping it was going to go out as opposed to continuing to play the point. And then he got out his anger on that last return there. Tsitsipas has got to reset here.
Advantage, Tsitsipas.
There's Tsitsipas. It's the first edge of the second set.
Second set.
A little timeout benefit there for Tsitsipas.
Yeah, he felt like Altmaier kind of came out a little cold the first couple points.
Yes.
After almost having to wait 9 minutes before he was served again.
USOpen.org is your online home, point-by-point live scoring, highlights, real-time stats, the official tournament site of the US Open. I'm wondering if it also factors into Altmaier. I mean, the Tsitsipas clearly has had this issue with extended breaks, bathroom breaks. Hasn't been terribly popular with a lot of his fellow players.
And I think that's something that you know as an opponent kind of coming in that might happen.
Yeah.
So it's just being able to also reset the mind when it does.
15 all.
Not let maybe a slow down of play in a way affect you. But obviously we hope that Tsitsipas is fine after having to leave the court and get a little treatment.
Βάλε στροφές εκεί, βάλε στροφές στην μπάλα σου, είναι arcade. Δεν χρειάζεται πάντα ήσυχη την μπάλα. Come on. Βάλε όσες στροφές χρειάζονται, πάμε.
Forty, 15. Forty, 30.
Does his footwork off sometimes, Nick? Tsitsipas, I mean, even that shot just looks awkward.
Yeah, it's just being able to reset when the ball comes a bit deeper in the court and readjust the feet and the right spacing. You know, we've seen a few forehands where the ball's just gotten inside the body and he's not been able to extend that arm.
Game. Tsitsipas.
Tsitsipas moving there towards
Tsitsipas leads by 4
splitting
games to 1.
sets.
Second set.
4-1 now in the
First set,
second.
Altmaier.
3 points. But whatever flow or momentum Altmaier had certainly ended when Tsitsipas took a medical timeout that lasted almost 9 minutes.
Love the team.
That was nice. Very few points like that in this match so far.
Yeah, I like seeing Daniel Altmaier trying to get the crowd involved at this point. Just having to defend from Tsitsipas coming in so much. 15 of 21, 71% when he gets into the net. How about the between the legs, though?
Out. 15-13. Out. 30-all.
That's coming from Nick, but Tsitsipas look, the backhands look better.
30-14.
Yeah, one thing I've always liked about his backhand is he gets a lot of jump on it as well. It goes over the net really high, bounces high off the ground, gets it out of the strike zone.
Clearly needs this to stay in the second set.
Yeah, and he's getting more power on the return as well, Tsitsipas. I do like how he's going further back because Altmaier's not really hurting him by serving and volleying it all, so he's able to give himself time on the forehand. That was a little bit flatter through the court where it skidded through. Look at that extra intensity there from Tsitsipas on that return. You could see it in his eyes, right, Ted? Just getting ready for that return. That was impressive.
A version of a miracle worker, apparently, was that physio, because Tsitsipas is a different player the last 3 games.
15 love.
Just walking with more energy, a little better look. Face.
Oh. 15 all.
A concern, definitely that. 6 doubles.
Yeah, and sometimes it just takes a little spark, a couple good shots that you're able to hit. It gives you that extra confidence. I mean, as we saw in his first round where he lost the first set and then he won the second one, 6-love, and then 6-1. He just went on a roll. But we've seen enough Altmaier matches to know he doesn't go anywhere. He might be down 5-1, but he's going to stay right in there, try to fight for every single point.
Good play there for Tsitsipas to reach set point.
40-13. Juice. Advantage, Tsitsipas.
Altmaier, entire first set, 4 unforced. He's made 9 in the second.
Game, second set.
Tsitsipas took a 9-minute timeout, and he didn't need much more than 9 minutes when he came back to rip off 4 games and level this match, 1 set apiece. Championship. What would the 2 players say if James Kiathabong said, wait a second, I need
15 love.
Yeah, they wouldn't be too happy. They're like, no, but now we want to play. So,
I mean, it's just.
I mean, I'd agree with you. I mean, near 9 minutes for both players leaving the court is a long time.
I saw Molayani every time I see him. I saw him in Cincinnati, and I always walk up to him and I go, "Iron Bladder, good to see you." And he goes, "Everyone always says that to me." Of course, he was the chair for 70-68.
Yeah.
And over 3 days, he never got a bathroom break. He never got a
That
kid.
is,
He never
that's
got a kid
wild,
change.
no one ever talks about that.
Amen. Well, I do.
30.
Give me my kudos for that. Interesting backhand for me there on that last one, because that was more in the middle of the court, the forehand from Altmaier, and that's typically where Tsitsipas looks to run around and dictate from the middle of the court. That's what helped him win the second set, was playing a bit more aggressive, more firepower in the second set that we saw from Tsitsipas.
T30.
Altmaier's timeout is
Love 15. All. 30-15.
Talked about Tsitsipas and how well he mixes it up in both boxes. About 45% wide and tee on the deuce and the ad side. See the 5 aces there, but he's gotten quite a few unreturnables as well.
attacking the backhand, huh?
Yeah, just absolutely attacking the backhand. And we mentioned the 5 aces. Tsitsipas typically averages 6 aces in a match, and he's really been struggling defending his second serve throughout this match. 39%, whereas he's only lost 4 points on the first serve. So Altmaier's gotten on top of the second, put a little pressure on Tsitsipas when he's had to hit it.
40-30.
That's a way to erase a tough spot at 30 all.
Juice.
There from Tsitsipas. I like, learning the stories of these players and how they started. I mean, I was 4 years old when I started, and Tsitsipas, he was 3 years old, and he said his first memory of it was, his first memory was being 3 and hitting balls with his father in between tennis lessons. And I remember watching games on TV as a baby, and he said, I can't tell you who was playing, but I remember watching. 3 years old. Yeah. But he also played in other sports as a kid, football, swimming.
Juice.
And actually, his father, Stefanos, said Stefanos made the decision to become a tennis player, recalling that his son woke up in the middle of the night after a tournament in France at the age of 9 and told him, Dad, I have to tell you something. I want to be a tennis player. I like the competition. I like the challenge. I think he needs to go back to that mentality as a kid, saying, I love the competition and the challenge, because that's something that we were mentioning early on in the match. Was he enjoying the challenge? Was he enjoying the fitness and what it takes to be a top level athlete?
The look in the few moments of tennis we've had in the last hour, the look on Tsitsipas has been way better than the first hour.
100%. It's one of those things where if you don't enjoy the training, players are going to pass you. I mean, you can just go in the gym here at the US Open and watch these players, how they get ready for practice, how they get ready for matches, 45 minutes to an hour of getting the body ready before even a practice, right? And then after the practice, they're back in the gym for another hour. And if that's something that you don't enjoy, guys are going to pass you.
Advantage, Altmaier.
On the 20th century, I think we all referred to that as the work. In the 21st century, it seems the word has become the process.
Yeah.
It's now the process, and you have to enjoy the process.
Yeah, you have to enjoy all the hours of being the best you can be.
Good serve to save the break point.
Juice.
Let's go.
Altmaier had made it, just missed
Altmaier
it.
thought he made it.
And also just unbelievable. Just barely missed it. But to go along with that, Ted, I mean, look, Stefanos Tsitsipas was 3 in the world in August of 2021. And that's a long time, right? And you can't always do the same thing you were doing in 2021 now, right? Guys just keep working. Guys keep getting better. The game's evolving. So you have to sometimes change your training from what it was.
Oh, all forehands on that point for Tsitsipas.
Yeah, and that would be the right point. You know, if I'm his dad, I'm liking that point. I like the fact that he's looking for the forehand, finding ways to dictate.
Advantage, Tsitsipas. Can we stop up there applauding first serve faults? Thank you.
Starting to take advantage of anything mid-court that's hanging off of the backhand from Tsitsipas. You can see there, Tsitsipas wasn't able to get the backhand cross-court. It went into the middle of the court, and Altmaier took advantage with the forehand inside out and came into that backhand. That's what players do against Tsitsipas.
And what was the start of it? Second serve.
Yep. 3 of 10 second serve points won. 30% for Tsitsipas in this set.
Advantage, Tsitsipas.
I mean, I think that he's already hit 10-second serves in this game. That's what's been so difficult to get out of the game for him.
Game.
Deuce.
18 points already. 7th deuce coming. Only one break point. But Tsitsipas can't get the game point. Break point 2.
Advantage, Altmaier. Juice.
And I look back at that drop shot that he missed a few points ago, and I think that comes down to overthinking. I mean, look, when he's come forward, he's 5 of 6 already in this set, 75% overall.
Advantage, Tsitsipas.
game that will not end.
Juice.
The 23rd point coming. Looks like it's testing the new relationship between coach and player.
This is coach, player, father,
Well, I
son,
mean,
just trying to figure out which one it is at this point.
Well, they're supposed to have the new, understanding. Apostolos there has his own understanding.
Pretty animated.
And there's Tsitsipas. 24 points.
1 game all. Third set.
Με πόδια. Βοήθα με τα πόδια σου. Πάμε από εκεί πίσω, δυνατά και γρήγορα.
How's your Greek?
The food's great. My language, not so much. But that seemed to be semi-encouragement, which was, I think, very good for Stefanos.
Yeah, one thing we saw his dad was being animated about was the backhand, and it was saying Stefanos was pulling off the backhand as opposed to through it. So you wonder if in Greek he was telling him a little bit of that to stay down through it. He knows Altmaier probably doesn't know Greek, so.
But the body language was clear, as you pointed,
yes.
as you pointed to.
All. Touching.
Given Tsitsipas a real opening.
Yeah, and it was smart to go down the line here. That was the open part of the court. And Altmaier knew Tsitsipas was going to look to cover cross court. A lot of players just go to the middle of the court. They don't really follow the ball. He could have stayed home and been right there.
With all the introduction of technology in this sport, unavoidable for the most part. Is the chair umpire simply a scorekeeper, or do they actually manage the match?
Yeah, and as much as you don't want it to affect you as an opponent, and you know, the coach will say, hey, just move on, get ready for the next point. It's not easy to let something like that go because you know it's not within the rules. And that's why we saw Altmaier take 9 minutes for his change of clothing before coming out for this third set. He wanted to make a point that if you do it, I can do it too.
How long did Sinner and Alcaraz play in Roland Garros this year? Was it 5 something? 5 hours?
5.5.
Did we have
5:28, I believe.
Was there a single moment of any of this nonsense in that match?
No.
I don't remember it either.
Not one bathroom break,
Thank
not
you.
physio, no physio, nothing.
Okay.
Game. Tsitsipas. 2 games all. Third set.
USOpen.org. Again, you can follow everything about the US Open. And again, you can connect to the US Open through all the social apps you see there. And the hashtag US Open lets you join the conversation.
Left. All.
Tsitsipas with the approach, got nice and tight to the net. And that's what made Altmaier see the back of the court there. This ball went up and down quickly with the wrist.
Can you imagine what this drama is going to be like in the 5th hour?
Yeah, there's a lot of mind games being played between the two right now.
Also, again, partnered with that must be the errors. Twice the errors by Tsitsipas. Well, now, the first chance for Tsitsipas in this 3rd set. The second serves have been a problem for both. Altmaier winning just 32%. he does on his first serve here. Well, there's the one. Spectacular.
Yeah, and that's a lot of what we saw in the second set from Tsitsipas, was a little bit flatter through the forehand when he could to penetrate through the court.
He's the dictator.
Yeah.
I mentioned that's why you can't just, it has to be winners and errors. He's ending the points. There's Altmaier and Medvedeville back there.
Great comparison. I mean, you know, we've been talking about the RPM, over 3,200 RPMs. Tour average at 2,800 RPM. So Tsitsipas just gets so much jump on that forehand, and it's able to push Altmaier further back. By the same token, when you do push him further back, that's when you want to come forward, which Tsitsipas has done very well.
Love. Gene. T30.
Even that cut a little close, but Tsitsipas does get to 4-2.
Tsitsipas leads by 4 games to 2. That's it. Doing love.
that was an interesting change of pace on the first serve. Only 73 miles an hour, and I think he was just trying to get Tsitsipas to have to generate on that backhand, and it caught Tsitsipas off guard because his return actually landed really short in the court, but then he was able to get back on offense. Altmaier trying to change his pitches as the server.
Jean.
Tsitsipas pushing here. He'd like to get this insurance here and put a quick end to the set. Blocks that four in the moment.
Tsitsipas leads by 4 games to 3. Third set, 1-2.
Altmaier here by holding. Tough shot for Tsitsipas, and not a good answer by Altmaier.
Yeah, that's a tough ball when it's that high in the dark. Just being able to see it, sometimes you let that one bounce, you have a little bit more time to adjust the feet.
+1.
30 love.
Yeah, you mentioned the winners. Overall, 20 forehand winners to go along with the 2 backhand winners. That forehand has been doing a lot of damage.
Wow. So Tsitsipas would, I'm not sure if they call that a winner, but
40 love.
You would think that is. If that is, that's 21 forehand winners. And Altmaier has 19 total winners.
Wow, that's a statement there on that +1 forehand.
Tsitsipas leads by 5 games to 3.
Altmaier came with some serious firepower in that return, but Tsitsipas stayed down through the forehand, and you see his dad telling him on the backhand to stay through the backhand. I think that's what we've seen on Tsitsipas so far on the backhand. He's been coming up, but also he's been catching the inside part of the ball. That's why it hasn't gone cross court. Everything's been floating in the middle of the court.
ball
15
cross
love.
court, you have to catch a little bit more of the outside part of the ball. And Tsitsipas so far has been on the inside. And that's why it's been floating in the middle. Altmaier's been able to find forehands.
Love.
All right, well, Tsitsipas going to gear up here for a service game.
Altmaier.
For the clean, 6th-8.
Love.
Tsitsipas' first serve percentage for the match still low, just 53.
30 love.
He does that. No surprise, it's been pretty good. 10 aces. 3 sets. He's only lost 9 first serve points. And 3 set points.
Third set.
And the milkshake says one of them leaves the court.
By 6 games to 4. Tsitsipas leads by 2 sets to 1.
And a double espresso.
Well, Tsitsipas has had the better of things again since he took a medical timeout early in the 2nd set. No argument there. He is now up 2 sets to 1.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be the key there for Altmaier in this set. Is to look to get in as much as he can in the total of this match. I mean, he's 18 of 23 net points won. That's 78%. So when he's come forward, he's been highly successful. We didn't see a lot of that in the 3rd set.
Wait, please.
I think he's going to need to do that in the 4th.
30 love.
A little souvenir. I'd say you just let him keep it. Oh, what a great return there from Stefanos Tsitsipas. You know, on the backhand, that's where players like to serve it, but he got it nice and low. Made it difficult for the volleyer.
Well, Altmaier's now in a significant spot. Just first break point of the fourth set. He's put 4 out of 5 first serves in this game.
Thank you.
Altmaier looked like he was going to get away with a 73-mile-an-hour serve.
Fourth set.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the type of serve he threw in the very first point.
Yeah.
Was something really slow to see if Stefanos could generate power. Stefanos is starting to find some pep in his step.
Dirty love. 30 all.
Instead of putting the squeeze on Altmaier, Tsitsipas is kind of self-applying the pressure here.
Wow. Game.
Gift. Back-to-back doubles, 9 total.
1 game all, 4th set.
Yeah, and I was getting ready to say there at 30 love that he was on his front foot, almost kind of front running in a way. He's starting to feel it. And those 2 double faults coming out of nowhere, not getting the shape on the second serve for a proper kick.
Those of you that had the 5-set pool going, you just got a little lift.
Love.
Serve from Altmaier. Little trick of the trade there. We've seen a couple first serves in the 74, 75 mile an hour range, and then he just goes for a little cheeky sidewinder. A knuckleball.
Love.
Those doubles partners back. He left there for a minute.
Just had to get some hydration.
Yeah. Whoops. I was waiting for the end ball. Really, you felt it.
Oh, what hands there from Altmaier, incredible. But Tsitsipas also has got to put that one away.
Yeah,
4 sets. And Tsitsipas by 2 sets.
Those that are sticking around at the grandstand now are going to be unanimous in the 5-set club. That's all they want. They don't care who wins. Just they want the late night. An open tradition. Atmosphere could get a little squirrely.
Love 15.
In another game or two.
Yeah, and it's interesting on the forehand. It looks like Tsitsipas is getting a little jumpy with it. He's not staying down through it. His body weight is just going straight up as he's hitting the forehand.
Thank you.
And you see that forehand there as well. It was just straight up on it as opposed to through the ball.
Love 13. Once again, to the three guys at the top, pick, pack, and pock. Have some respect for the players. Don't applaud during the points and in between serves. Thank you.
That's well said, James. Good job. Late night atmosphere at the Open can be terrific, and not interested in having knuckleheads spoil it.
Love 14.
Well, that's a great shot to finish, but Tsitsipas has given 2 games away.
Ball change.
And that's why I mentioned this is going to get a little squirrely in here, because once people sense a 5th set, it gets different.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, Tsitsipas has absolutely just given away 2 games there. I mean, up a break, 1 love, 30 love. And then it was almost kind of like mentally he thought it was just going to happen as opposed to continuing to work. And the forehand started kind of getting pretty jumpy as far as no body weight through the forehand. He's going to need to reset the mind here.
Reminder, you can. Well, I'm interested in, there could be some interesting conversation about this match as we proceed here on all those social apps, hashtag US Open. You can join the conversation.
15
We're not there yet, but Altmaier has that look of what we thought at the beginning. This just kind of, you look at the form and this had a 5-setter written all over it. And this is a guy that we just think his career best ranks 47. But that's where he's hovered. He's been pretty much right there for a while. He just doesn't get knocked out.
Yeah, he doesn't go away.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, we've seen
that was blatant.
That was blatant. We've seen 2 passing shots go right at Altmaier's chest. One of them, Altmaier won the point. I believe it was 2 sets ago, but then this one got him right in the stomach.
13.
I mean, look, it's all part of the game, right? I mean, you can hit anywhere you want in the court if you're trying to win the point, but this was definitely,
yeah, I mean, there's just
where he felt like he could win the point, I guess.
14.
I mean, Altmaier's hit some big volleys we've seen, and now he's trying to get the crowd.
So well, that's what's going to happen.
Yes.
That ball is going to hurt Tsitsipas with the crowd. They saw it. It's obvious.
40-30.
Kelly has the momentum now, and he has the crowd.
Altmaier leads by 4 games to 1.
His doubles partner saying, hey, look, we're
Tsitsipas
fourth on
by 2
tomorrow,
sets to
don't
1.
worry.
Time.
It's been a pretty sparse gathering in the grandstand since the second set when each player took turns leaving, just walking out for a while. I have a feeling if this goes to a fifth, people are going to figure this out. They'll come back in.
Let's second service. love.
And that's the first point. Stefanos Tsitsipas has won on his second serve, 1 of 7, and throughout the match, it's only been 44% win percentage on that second.
Love. Love. Game Tsitsipas.
Hold. Now this
Altmaier leads by 4 games to 2. Fourth set.
Just Altmaier serve.
δυνατά και βαθιά και μετά πάρε την baseline. Okay?
Papasici was talking a little bit about baseline there. You heard that word a couple times. Now Altmaier there mixing in a first serve and volley.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Papasici is probably trying to tell him get off the baseline, get into the net. That's when he's been the most successful. And now Altmaier's trying to mix in that serve and volley, as we've seen him do early on in the match. He was mixing it in, changing up the rhythm for Tsitsipas. And I like that play from him. Yeah, once again there, to the backhand, right? You know, Stefanos Tsitsipas likes to chip that backhand return. So then if you're serving and volleying, he'll have to chip it lower.
Well, in this set, Altmaier 8 of 9 at net.
See Martin Cuevas with the towel around him, brother Pablo Cuevas coaching Daniel Altmaier. Oh. Recognizing that Tsitsipas is starting to slice that backhand return more and more. So if it's going to float, he wants to take it out of the air and just give no time to Stefanos. Now Tsitsipas is going to have to make some adjustments on that backhand return.
So Altmaier's great net number. For the match, he's 81%. Good set two. Oh. Well, and if you're Stefanos Tsitsipas, all you want to do is get a hold here and see if Altmaier will have any sort of nerves trying to serve out this 4th set. That's all you can focus on at this moment. Oh. Unbelievable shot from Daniel Altmaier. First, I was impressed with how high the lob was. That's exactly what you want to do. Get it up nice and high, make it difficult on the overhead. And that's why Stefanos Tsitsipas hit this overhead down the middle of the court, because it was so high to redirect. But that little 1-y was sick.
30-2.
Tsitsipas better be careful, otherwise Altmaier is going to be serving first in the 5th. Good serve.
40-30.
Doesn't take a genius to figure out Tsitsipas is going to have to serve better in the fifth. He's on 40% serving in this fourth set. And again, he had the lead.
Game. Tsitsipas.
That second.
Yeah.
So he puts it back onto Altmaier.
Yeah, and you mentioned that lead that he had, you know, up
Altmaier
1 love
leads
in
by
this
5
set,
games to
a break
3.
30 love,
Offset.
and you kind of felt like, okay, he's starting to find his form, but then it went the opposite way where he was just giving unforced errors to Daniel Altmaier and just let him back in. But that's the one thing about Daniel Altmaier that he does so well, he just doesn't go away. He's going to continue to make
Code
you play.
violation, coaching, warning, Tsitsipas.
Coaching warning, Tsitsipas. Isn't coaching allowed?
Rules? I didn't realize we had rules.
Well, one thing that I have noticed, you know, being able to hear it in our headset is when Stefanos is on this side of the court, you can hear his dad from across the way, right? We're on complete opposite sides of the court. And so it's one of those things where the coaching is not supposed to disrupt play. And so if it's going to disrupt Altmaier before a serve, then that would be a warning, I would think.
Wouldn't be the first time for Papa Tsitsipas.
This is where I'm interested if Altmaier maybe will slow down the first serve pace. We saw some 74, 75 mile an hour serves just to get it in play because he's only been winning 40% of his second serve point, so he knows he needs to make that first serve.
Sergio.
Tsitsipas.
40-30.
Chance. Instead, it is set point. $75-mile-an-hour serve. Does he come back with the same?
So both players a little tight here right now. fitness in Altmaier, hence why he's serving and volleying on first and second serve.
Advantage.
I believe that's the first time we've seen him serve volley on the second serve. Stefanos has got to sense that and go to work with his feet. What a great return for Stefanos Tsitsipas on that backhand. Took his chance, went hard down the middle, got the ball that he wanted. And just misfired on that forehand. He's got 49 unforced errors in this match.
Advantage, Altmaier.
Good return.
Yeah, and I think Tsitsipas recognized that Altmaier was probably going to serve and volley there because he's been serving and volleying any time that he's been feeling pressure. So that was smart by Tsitsipas to come over that. If I would have been Altmaier, I'm serving to the backhand, though. He's seen so many chips off of that side. I would have been serving and volleying to the backhand.
Advantage.
All right, so does he do it here?
I mean, if I'm serving volley, I'm coming to the backhand.
Okay.
If he serves forehand here, I'm not sure what he's thinking if it's a serve and volley play.
Wait, please. Game in first set.
Good call. Well, the inevitable has arrived.
6 games to 3. 2
Fifth
sets over.
set coming. Thursday night in New York. But it's what they came for. The fifth set.
Yeah, and you mentioned Altmaier in his previous, in the first round, he had to go 5 sets, 6-4 in the fifth over Medjedovic. This will really test his fitness now.
Altmaier's first ever U.S. Open match was 4 years ago. Main draw first round. He took Jannik Sinner to 5. It's a good record. 5-2, Altmaier. Tsitsipas 1-3 here at the Open. 11-8 overall.
And for Altmaier, this is got to have some good memories here. He won his first ever main draw match at a Grand Slam in 2023 here at the U.S. Open, beating Constantin Lestien from France.
Tsitsipas, it's been 2 years for him. Tsitsipas hasn't played a 5-setter since this 2 years ago here. Lost to Dominic Stricker in the second round. It's not ready.
You know, it was interesting there at the end of that fourth set just to see the nerves from both players. You know, these are players that are, as we mentioned, Tsitsipas having lost in the first round in Winston-Salem. He obviously did win his first round here, but still
trying to find his game and what works in a key moment. He's still unsure of that. As was Altmaier, you know, seeing the serve and volleys on first and second serves, not really trusting his ability maybe from the back of the court in a key moment. So who's going to be more brave now coming into this fifth set?
We've had swings of momentum. It certainly felt like Tsitsipas had it fully in his hand. Up a break in the fourth, and he gave it away. And now Altmaier is trying to see if he can sustain a little bit. It's history, I understand, but Tsitsipas has 5-set wins in majors over Nadal, Zverev, Murray, Sinner. Sinner twice, by the way, and Fritz. I mean, how about that?
Yeah, and for Tsitsipas, that's what he's got to go back into his mind and remember that he's had those wins. Sure, it might have been the past, but that's got to give you some positive mojo in a moment like this to say, look, I've done it before. I can do it again. And that was against the top of the world. It's got to be 120 miles an hour. The fastest serve for Altmaier has been 122. That was a good pop on that one. Are those raindrops?
I don't know what that was.
40.
You're not noticing anybody in the spectators are not being affected at all. Players don't seem.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that was.
Interesting.
The roof is closed at Ash, so. By the way, you want to talk about craziness. There were 9 5-set matches here in the men's first round. 32 second-round men's matches. 10 have gone to 5 sets. Even Sharko's impressed by that. 10 out of 32.
These guys are testing each other's fitness big time here at the Open.
Altmaier.
It's 1-1 in the fifth.
And if I'm Tsitsipas on those second serves, I'm looking to run around and hit forehands. I mean, that second serve didn't come with much of anything in the middle of the box, and Tsitsipas shanked the backhand. And so it's like, you know what? Let me take some chances here.
Final set.
A good hole from Altmaier on serve.
There is a little weather concern we're understanding in the area. They've closed. We're at Ash, and they've closed the roof at Ash. They've also closed it at Armstrong.
Love 15. 30-10. Sergio.
Tsitsipas has been off of the forehand at times with the 27 forehand winners throughout this match. We've also seen just so many shanks off of that wing as well when Altmaier's gone there with pace.
Thank you. Juice.
And that was a better response from Altmaier on that forehand return. On the previous break point that he had, he stopped his feet, he tried to chip it, and nothing on it. That time he was more aggressive on that deuce side. Will he stay aggressive here?
The 4 backhand winners Tsitsipas has hit have been impressive.
Yeah, and there haven't been many of them, but again, I like when he decides to go down the line with that backhand. He comes on the inside part of the ball naturally anyway. So for him to use that to set up the forehand is a good play for him.
He'd love to mix in a first serve here.
Oh.
It's funny, we talk so much about Tsitsipas. Altmaier going to be a little frustrated here, and Tsitsipas is serving very poorly.
Yeah, I mean, you can just sense the nerves from both players.
Yeah.
You know, that's a backhand that Altmaier was able to step inside the court, step into. He can hit that one in his sleep down the line, but tougher when it's the 5th set.
Juice.
the backhand down the line that he can hit.
Advantage, Tsitsipas.
But as you mentioned, Ted, I mean, he needs a first serve here. He's serving 4 out of 16.
Unbelievable.
25% on the first serve right now.
This game has been all on his second serve, and he may hold.
His dad's already got a warning for coaching from the other side of the court.
He saved that first serve ace for the last point.
Tsitsipas leads by
Man,
2
I don't know
games
how
to 1.
Tsitsipas held that game.
Finals.
That's something. Been that kind of day, starting in the morning, and now pushing to midnight.
Yeah, we saw Daniel Altmaier have a break point, a couple of break points on Tsitsipas, and kind of froze on the return and froze the footwork. And so interesting to see who becomes more brave in these key moments.
30 love.
For Altmaier, when it's on serve, he's fine. He's hitting the serves bigger, trusting himself. But then when it comes to those deciding points, those break points, you still have to stay just as brave. Missed it.
13.
We've seen in a long match.
That might have been the best point of the match. I mean, these guys were absolutely roping the ball there, and what I was impressed with was how they were picking up the ball that was hitting off the baseline, able to use the wrist snap to get the ball back up and down. And Tsitsipas finally coming forward on one with the finish. Incredible ball striking that point.
16 shots.
You mentioned the 16 shots, 16 high-quality shots.
That's it.
The power. And what a statement there to get an ace from Altmaier. I think Altmaier was going to try to go between the legs volley.
Yes.
If it wouldn't have hit the net.
Juice.
And then it hit the net, and he had to recalibrate. This one right here, he was going to go between the legs. A little let cord luck for Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas really starting to read that serve and volley play from Altmaier in these key moments. He's getting that return down. He's making him pay for a serve that's not sliding away from Tsitsipas.
Right. Tsitsipas has saved 2 already in this set. Now Altmaier faces his first. Nick, we've seen Altmaier throwing 75s.
Juice.
On that second serve, he went 100.
Yeah, he went a little bit bigger there. That was a brave second serve, and
the forehand.
yeah, and the forehand, once again, we've just seen quite a few shanks off that side when Altmaier's hit there with pace.
It's been a night where you've had some moments to the point we had earlier in this game that was just spectacular, and there have been some points that are not memorable.
Thank you.
You know, neither player can string together 2 great points in a row. Whether it's nerves, just trying to figure out a way to get 2 points in a row here. Of the match from Altmaier, 123 miles an hour. Before that, it was 122 was his fastest. So he's still bringing the heat here. 3 hours and 44 minutes in.
Between these two, as the match goes along, is what you just saw. Altmaier finally ends a tough game with 2 big first serves.
That's the longest match of the tournament so far that Altmaier played in his first round. And as you mentioned, you want somebody to be able to take it, somebody to win the match as opposed to the unforced errors. And also seeing what Altmaier's got in the legs here.
service. Love. Tsitsipas.
Not had many lows. Holds it low under 5 sets.
Tsitsipas leads by 3 games to 2. Final set.
Είναι χαμηλά στο forehand, Όταν έχεις forehand, μείνε χαμηλά. Μέσα έξω, συνέχεια. Μέσα έξω.
Time.
They're coming out with that energy, the hopping, and the one big picture view of this match is you have to say Tsitsipas the first hour just looked detached, and since the early part of the second set he's been engaged.
Love. 40-30.
Great job by Tsitsipas there, just to ask the question on the forehand. He didn't go for the line on that passing shot. Just went to a big open space.
Pinch.
Advantage Tsitsipas.
To the baseline.
Mr. Altmaier is requesting a replay on the left baseline.
Yes, Tsitsipas, who had one look in the last game, has another for 4-2. To the backhand.
Juice.
Yeah. Papa and Nick are thinking alike.
Yeah, you know, look, when he's hitting that backhand return, he's completely standing up on it instead of body weight forward, and he's stopping the racket head speed as well. He's not committing to that shot.
Advantage Altmaier.
Let's go.
It's such a smart serve from Daniel Altmaier to go slow to the backhand. Even
Game's all.
Martin Cuevas can't believe it. The fact that Tsitsipas can't hit through that shot. So smart from Altmaier.
Why change?
Absolutely. You know, we always think, oh, we need to hit harder and harder and harder. But if somebody can't generate off a particular stroke, then give them the softball.
In American football, it's known as being a play repeater. In other words, you call the same play until they prove they can stop it.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Fifteen-all. Two.
Tsitsipas, his serve is picked up.
Wait, please.
Gets away.
Yeah, we saw him hit a tweener, I believe it was in the first set of this match, where he didn't win the point, but this time gave it a little bit more gas. And Tsitsipas wasn't ready for the forehand volley. He could have put this anywhere to win the point. You just wonder if that double fault's going to make him think a little bit, as we've been seeing quite a few serves in the 70-mile-per-hour range. Once again, a smart serve from Altmaier going into that backhand when he's needing a point. Stefanos has been chipping it, floating most of the chips, but that time got the mistake.
Well, the sign for the fight is there. Can he convert? The third game now in this final set that Tsitsipas has a break point.
Thank you. Ready for play. Thank you.
Give him credit. Altmaier has served well on big points.
Yeah, ice in his veins on that one. Actually thought he was going to go to the backhand. That's where he got the mistake the previous point. A change up.
Thank you. Players are ready. Thank you. Advantage, Altmaier. Juice.
Well, Tsitsipas ran off the court to hit a forehand, but he managed to cover the other wing.
Yeah, you got to like that sign from Altmaier coming in because he recognized the slice from Tsitsipas. That's why he came forward.
Advantage, Altmaier. Thank you.
That's some survival act for Altmaier. 3 games of the 4 that he has served in this final set, he has saved a break point.
Yeah, and he's taking matters into his own hands. You got to love it. He's coming forward. He has won 67% of those net points when he's come forward. 31 out of 46 net rushes.
Take any seat for now. Thank you.
Tsitsipas has pulled his first serve percentage up as we thought he needed to in this final set. He's 52 for the set, but he was 30 in the 4th set.
Yeah, I mean, and an overall 51%. I mean, a very low first serve percentage for Tsitsipas, so he's having to defend so much on his second serve. And only 49% second serve points won.
Good. Tsitsipas.
Well, it's...
Tsitsipas leads
served 5 games in this
final set.
5 maneuvers was pulled by the players, but still it's been another long night. 10 of the 32 men's matches in the second round going 5 sets. Altmaier, his second straight 5-setter. His second straight match in the 5th hour.
Kadinov. Love.
Final set. Altmaier Has served 4 prior games. In 3 of them, he has saved a break point. He had 2 himself on Tsitsipas early in the set. Pretty calm, I'd say, the Altmaier team.
Yeah, Martin Cuevas, even when he was playing, he was very calm. So he's taken it into coaching.
For the 4th consecutive Altmaier service game, Tsitsipas has a chance to break. How long can Altmaier dodge fate?
Thank you.
And this one's for it all.
Players are ready. Thank you. Please.
Return from Stefanos Tsitsipas on that backhand coming over it. I thought he was going to chip, but Altmaier stayed ready. Stayed so aggressive with his footwork and mentality in that point.
Thank you.
Advantage, Altmaier.
Talk about dodging bullets right now. That's exactly what Altmaier is doing. Not even his coach can believe it.
Coach is cracking a half a smile there. And 4 consecutive service games. Altmaier saved a break point.
Final sets.
And the last one was for the match.
His doubles partner is like, wait a second, get this done. We're 4th on tomorrow.
Ready for play. Thank you. Please. Love the team.
What did you say about Altmaier about 9 hours ago when we started this? He lace him up and
gets to work.
And gets to work. That's exactly what he's done tonight. And Daniel Altmaier, this is the 4th U.S. Open he's played. And he has never beaten a top 50 player on hard courts in a major. Top 50. We mentioned his notable wins at Roland Garros, including Taylor Fritz this year.
notable win for Altmaier is beating Jannik 2023 Roland Garros in 5 sets, 7-5 in the 5th. That's got to make you believe in moments like this.
Thank you.
Serving's been off and on for Tsitsipas in this match. He's, for the entire match, just 52% first serve. He's terrible in the 4th set.
Yeah, but when he makes the serve, he's only lost 2 points on the first serve. Incredible targets.
In the 5th set.
Excuse me. Yep.
That's been 12 doubles. And then Altmaier had 2 chances to break in the first service game of this set.
Please.
Well, if you believe in tennis karma, by far best success on clay. Twice he's been in the 16s at Roland Garros. And now a chance by far the biggest win of his career on a hard court if he can take out Tsitsipas here.
Tsitsipas isn't done quite yet. Sitting on that forehand return there.
Quick apology. This match has also had its share of emotion. Tsitsipas took a medical timeout early in the 2nd set of 9 minutes. Altmaier answered at the end of the 2nd set with his own. Total break for almost 9 minutes. Tsitsipas then drilled. I think it was the sets run together. It was either late 3rd or early 4th. Tsitsipas drilled Altmaier at net.
Yep. And he'd gone for him twice. That was the 2nd time. The first time Altmaier actually won the point. And the 2nd time it got him in the chest. So quite a few happenings in this match.
Altmaier saved a match point. Now he has 2.
Thank you. Sets to 2, 7-6, 1-6, 4-6, 6-3.
His handshake will be watched.
Next time, don't wonder why I hit you, okay? I'm just saying, if you serve underarm, if you serve underarm,
Well, you knew that was going to happen. There was going to be something at net between these two. But now it is Altmaier that will walk off with a second consecutive 5-set win.
Yeah, you mentioned that second consecutive 5-set win. The first win being in the first round, 4 hours and 46 minutes, the longest in the tournament. And then this one being 4